Hello, hello, it's Robin Dudley House, the Artsy Bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. Welcome back. I am going to be continuing on with the folio that we had started, and this is what we finished last time. And I also had started the back with this pocket here. I had rubber stamped on there and put some lace. So what I wanted to show you today was what I'm calling a cascading envelope, and it's a series of 3 envelopes. And I was inspired, I believe, the girl's YouTube channel is Shabby Dabby Doo, I think. I will find out for sure, and I'll leave the link below. I saw a pin on Pinterest, and you know how you see things and you're like, oh, that's cool, and you think it's one thing, but it actually turns out to be something different. So this is my interpretation of what I had seen that she had done. And I believe she had taken pre-made envelopes and then put flowers in them, and they were just so pretty. So what I did was I made the envelopes from scraps of paper, which is a great way. If you're just zoning out in front of the TV, you're gonna love this project. You don't throw away your scraps. You know, we all have our scraps, and I just hate wasting stuff. So whenever we print out something digital on our computer in the printer, there's always a lot of waste of paper. So here's a few scraps. These are just cutouts that I had from some digitals that I had printed out. And I'm going to show you how to make these cute little envelopes. No template, no measuring. I'm going to show you a really simple method. It's probably been done before, but it's, you know, this is how I'm doing it. So, okay, so also I wanted to show you how stinking cute these are. I had cut some of these out already. You get, I think, 12 sheets from MyPorchPrints. I'll leave the link below. You can see how beautiful they are, how well they and clear the printing is. I don't have an expensive printer, it's just an HP laser printer, and I printed these on parchment cardstock, so they look old. You can buy, just look for parchment paper or cardstock through Amazon or wherever. Office Depot has it. And then you cut them out, you fussy cut them. But Stephanie, the gal who owns MyPorchPrints, has a YouTube video on how to use the Cricut. I think it's the Cricut Explore 2, which I don't have, which is hard to believe because I have everything. But I'm thinking about getting it now because it will cut these out for you. It's so amazing. And so if any of you know a good price on one of those, because they're kind of pricey, let me know if you know, if there's a site that you know that has good prices, or if you want to get rid of yours and you want to sell it to me for a good price, and let me know. Okay, so I'd cut some of those out and I put them on this little cascading envelope. So all you do is you're going to take your scraps and get some rubber stamps if you want to, and some ink, because we're going to ink them up, and then I rubber stamped on them. You won't believe how quick this is. I made a bunch of them while I was just watching TV the other night. So you're just going to take a scrap here, and you're going to fold it at a diagonal so you have a 90-degree angle here, and that gives you a square. Then you're going to cut that. So you're going to have this triangle. Then you're going to make another, you're going to fold it in half the other way, the opposite way. So you have this crisscross in the middle. And you're going to take one point and overlap just a tad where the center fold is here. And you're going to do it on the other side as well. And you can see where I'm going with this. And then this goes up, and there you go, you have an envelope. And you can just make a ton of these with all your scraps. And these are being kept open because they're going to have stuff in them. So that is all you do. It isn't that just the best way to like use your scraps and not feel guilty of throwing everything away. So I'm going to do it one more time for this bigger one. This gives you a nice square. I'm going to do that on one side and then fold it on the other side. You're going to have this cross in the center, and you're going to take one tip from the right and fold it right about just a little overlapping the center fold. So the tip goes over the center fold, and then the same here on this side. So let's fold it up, and there you go. So once you have all these done, you're just going to take some glue and glue them down, and then you can rubber stamp them. Isn't that fun? And then you're going to ink them. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. And I already had some made, like I said here. Again, I've said this before, but I was a rubber stamp demonstrator for Stampin' Up! For a long time, and this is an old rubber stamp set. This is probably the first one I ever bought. And to this day, I still love postage style, old-fashioned stamps. If you can find this on eBay, that's probably the best way to get it. It's called Vintage Postcard. It's probably hard to see. By Stampin' Up! And it's a set of 9 from 2001. Long time ago. So that's the stamp set that I use to stamp on this one. So I'm just going to run some glue down the edges here. That down, and then this one too. Oops, I forgot. I should have inked them up first. Let me do that again. So these ones I had already done. Let me make one more. See how tiny I made that one, even super tiny. I'm going to do another one. And I just thought, how fun is this to add tags if you want to. You can add pictures of the family or friends. It could be the front of a card, a cascading envelope with little doodads inside. You can use it for bits of ephemera that you cut out, like these little flowers. If you cut a bunch of these flowers out, you can just use these envelopes to put them in there. Let's do this again. So I'm going to just distress it a little bit. And do the insides. And I just use some kind of brown ink. And then I'm going to go back over it with some walnut. The walnut is a really great color. And this is the one from Tim Holtz. Walnut stain. It's a very dark, kind of, I don't know, grayish sepia tone. So I'll show you what I do just to make the edges pop. A lot of you probably already know this, but you know, there's new people out there that don't know this. And I'm just taking a sponge, and there's all different kinds of applicators out there. I've just been using these sponges forever, and they're my favorite. I find that the ones that Tim Holtz sells just tear after a while. They don't last for a long time. Plus, they give me, I don't really like using them. They kind of make me feel like, you know, I don't know if you feel this way when you eat a peach. I can't eat a peach because it the fuzz on it kind of gives me the creeps, kind of makes my skin crawl. And that's the same thing with those little applicators. I know that sounds kind of silly. Okay, so then I am just going to take, this is called direct paper. Just take the ink pad and just run it up on the edges, and you'll get this great inked effect. It's just on the fronts because that's all you're going to be seeing. And I'll do these sides here. And then we'll rubber stamp them. So I think I will just kind of use some of these I already started here. I just used black ink for the stamping. There's going to be so much going on once you stuff the envelopes that there's no need to do any more than that in my way of thinking anyway. So let's see, do I have a big one here? I already did this one. So I already stamped one here in one of the bigger stamps of the lady. So I'll just go ahead and do this one, and then I'll attach them all. We just do this one here. Stampin' Up! Is such a great company. Still to this day, I think people still buy the stamp sets online, on eBay mostly. They still go for, you know, pretty good price. It's everything I've ever had from Stampin' Up! Has lasted forever. And let's see, maybe I'll do the snail mail one. Yeah, so if you know what the name is of the stamp set that you want to get from Stampin' Up!, your best bet, as far as I know, I mean, there might be other places. You can get it on eBay. You can get them on eBay. You just gotta check a lot. Or if you know somebody that is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, they might be able to put the word out to other demonstrators to see if they have any stamp sets they want to sell. That, like that. Maybe I'll do this one here. Like that. Isn't that cute? Let's see, how did I do this one? Oh, I did it on this side. I think I did different sizes. This one's a lot bigger. Maybe I'll do a big one. Let's see here. Where's my scraps? Not the same one. Do another one. This is going to be any bigger. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be any bigger. Yeah, it's small. Well, I'll just use what I have here. So I'll go ahead and glue this down. one down. And I'm trying to think of a way that I could do something like this, and then they would all fold into one. I know there's a way to do that, and I'll try to work on something to make that work. I'll do that. This one's going to be a little bit smaller. Oh, wait a minute. I have this bigger one here. Is that bigger? Nope, that's the same size. Aren't these stamps adorable? After all these years, I still love them. So I think I'll just do something like this. Glue those down. Oops, this glue's coming out too quickly. I have to glue this down too. And there you have a cascading envelope. And I add some flowers or stickers or whatever you want. And you can make these bigger if you wanted to, like I said, and put little pictures in there. Oh, this is cute. This is this little tiny one. Maybe I'll add that somewhere. And then this is just a piece of paper that's been folded. Lori Fusco does this all the time and makes these cute little envelopes, and that's just super easy. Just fold a piece of scrap and then make the point, the flap on the top. You make one here. Do that. They're kind of addicting. And I am going to cut some flowers out, and I will be right back. Okay, so I cut some flowers out, and I think I'm just going to do two. I like the way that looks, just like that. Aren't those cute? And I really like the way they look on the parchment paper, or cardstock I should say. And then I can put some stuff in there, in the pockets. Oops, shouldn't have put glue on that. Have to be careful where you put the glue so it doesn't stick to the inside of the envelope. Isn't that cute? And then these all have, you know, they're open, so you can put stuff in there as long as you don't glue everything down like I'm doing right now. So that goes like that. You can do that. Goes in there, and then this one too. Aren't they cute? I love them. I love paper crafting. I have not gotten tired of it. So what we're going to do here, I'm not so sure I'm liking this background, but that's okay because I am going to be putting a little journal in there. That's what's going to go in this pocket. But we're going to put this on top, so it's going to be kind of camouflaged. When you do put your flowers on, if you are going to put it onto a signature, you know, a journal page, you just have to be careful that the overages of these flowers aren't too extended and that you'll be able to fold your journal. And this looks really cute too. But I like this one better because it covers up most of the page. So I am going to go ahead and glue this down. Just halfway because I don't want to glue it down here because we have the pocket. And also, since I'm going to be putting little stamping cards in these envelopes, that'll kind of cover some of this too. But I am going to be making a journal out of an old time card. Well, it's not old. I made it look old just by distressing it. Just have to make sure that this is open. Oops. Darn it. Make sure this is open here. There. So here's a card that I am going to turn into like a little journaling card. I showed this on the last video with my cheap black ink pad that's falling apart. This is also stamping up. Cute. So it's just a faux library card rubber stamp. I like it because it has lines on it, so you can make anything into a journaling card. So this image, I will try to remember where I got it. It's a download from an Etsy store. It's so cute. I've always loved that. It's so pretty. I think you can get the basic image of just the ballerina on Graphics Fairy as well. And here's another digital of just a Paris. I got these a long time ago. I don't even know if it's still available. This is a collage I did a long time ago, probably in about 2006. If you want me to show you, break down a collage like this, it's just an image on a tag with some eyelets, and I did put some Mod Podge on there. Mod Podge, as somebody was yelling at me. So silly. In one of my videos, I guess I sounded like I said Mod Podge. I'm pretty sure I said Mod Podge. That's how I spell it anyway. So look at how cute that looks now with all the goodies inside. And so this is from MyPorchPrints. Super cute. MyPorchPrints. Looks like a book plate. And then these are also from MyPorchPrints, just doodads that I haven't finished cutting out. But you can use these little envelopes just to put your ephemera pieces in. And then, like I said, you can put a journal behind it, which we will do in the next video. If you want to learn how to make a junk journal with me, I have a fabulous class called the French Bohemian Traveler's Junk Journal, and I'll leave a link below. I show you from start to finish how to make a junk journal, and this is what it looks like. It's completely packed It has all this stuff in it that I just kind of threw in there, but it's super chunky. We do all kinds of fun stuff. I show you how to add fabric to the cover. We have all these amazing, each page pretty much is a little piece of art, and that's what we do. We make all these fun things that go inside, and it's for all levels. So subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon so that you're notified every time I do my Tuesday tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!